3 minutes after the restart, captain John McConnell rose highest at a corner to put Ballymena back in the game. And in the 82nd minute, Mark McWalter, just back from injury, proved his worth with this coolly taken equaliser. And his own special brand of celebration.
United had Glentoran reeling with 2 early goals. The first tapped in on 24 minutes by Chris Moores. 2 minutes later, it was 2-0. Peter Murray, the provider, Fintan McConville finishing with a wicked left footer. Just before
division, Ballymena led 1-0 at the break against Newrytown on Saturday, and in the 66th minute, James Steele added to his first half strike to make it 2-0. 3 minutes later, Colin Moore's header from Muir's corner made it 3-0 to Ballymena, so they're still in the hunt for second place behind Coleraine. Well, rugby's all out. Coleraine took a lead on 34 minutes. The defence failed to clear, and Pat McAllister was there to poke the ball home. The home side equalised in the 59th minute. A deep cross in, and Des Loughery with a super header. United took the lead in the 66th minute. O'Hare dropped the ball from the cross, and Byrne was there to hammer it home. But Coleraine were level on 70 minutes, a neat build-up and another special from Gorman. Ten minutes to go, Jason Allett made it 3-2 from the free, but the keeper, well, he could have done a lot better. 4 minutes later, Coleraine looked to have salvaged a point. Dreadful defensive work, and McAllister again with the vital touch. But with seconds left, Steele with the cross, a neat header from McWalter, and incredibly a 4-3 win to Ballymena.
Ballymena United were forced to move their home game against Crusaders to Chimney Corner. It didn't seem to bother them though, as they took a deserved lead through midfielder Peter Murray. It was a lead they held until a minute from time, when Stephen Baxter spared the Crew's blushes with the equaliser. No such problems for
Boyd and Jason Allen. The Crews through though 4-3 on aggregate, and they meet the Blues tomorrow.
Linfield have bought big in the summer, and they look very, very...
in the first division, Ballymena United beat another promotion hopeful Bangor at Clandyboy Park. Jason Gilmore blasting in the opener. A super strike from Gilmore. Fian and Smith got the others to put United top on goal difference. Jason will
to make it 2 wins out of 3 for his team. The morning leaders
bit of extra time at the showgrounds, and Gary Haylock got Portadown off to a bad start in the shootout. Robbie Beck was Ballymena's hero, saving first from O'Driscoll and then from Robert Casey. And so it was left to Barry Patton to book Ballymena's place in the semi-finals.
Football Writers Player of the Month for September scored the winner for Ballymena. Des Loughery earned his side their 3rd win in the first division. And
in bizarre fashion, Smith's free kick, and Murray got the slightest of touches. It was 2 after a neat build-up and a clinical finish, this from John Smith. Celebration time indeed. Then it was 3 to Ballymena. Desi Loughery making the space before threading the ball through to Kieran Feehan to hammer it past Whitmarsh. That should have been that, but Lauren hit back at 75 minutes the near post header from Jackie Johnston. And battling Lauren grabbed a second in 85 minutes. McKinstry flicking in at the back post from McMahon's free kick. But Ballymena wrapped up the points in the last minute. The classy Loughery again involved, his ball in, and Barry Patton with the headed finish. And Ballymena stay atop of the first division.
Lead the chase for promotion in Division 1. This fine effort, another contender for Goal of the Year.
Scoring because of the persistence of John Smith. He simply refused to be bundled off the ball. It eventually fell to Peter Murray. His mishit shot finished in the corner. The First Division leaders added to their total. Desi Lockery again involved. His defence-splitting pass, and Kieran Feehan was the man with the decisive touch. Bangor, to their credit, battled hard and grabbed a consolation in 86 minutes. O'Connell's cross, Beck couldn't hold it, and Cook was there to slot it home, but it wasn't enough. Ballymena the winner. Lockery can score, and as you can see, he also knows how to celebrate.
Ballymena needed a win to keep some distance between themselves and the rest, and this Peter Murray drive put them in front. Just the sort of goal to send the league leaders on their way. Carrick equalised through Philip McCauley in the second half, and it looked like United might have to settle for a point. But 5 minutes from time, Nigel Boyd jumped while the Carrick defender stood watching, and Ballymena notched up another win.
League 11 wins out of 13 now for Ballymena as they continue to dominate in the First Division. 1-1 at half-time against Omagh, United could even afford to squander a second-half penalty. Barry Patton the culprit from the spot. 2 minutes later though, and United were in front. A comedy of errors really, before Lockery kept his head to nod the leaders ahead. Few expect United to slip up this season, and if they keep playing like this, then promotion should be a formality. Patton made amends for his earlier miss from the spot with a third near the end, as United enter the new year 8 points clear at the top, with the rest, it would seem, already battling for second place.
24 points adrift of First Division leaders Ballymena. Ian Bustard's goal was enough to see off their bogey team Distillery. It was Ballymena's 13th win in 16 starts.
Impressive form, well done. Shield.
And with a little precision from Gary Peebles, Haylock, ever a man of his word, had the Ports in front, 1-0 at the interval. Defensively though, Portadown were suspect. In 87th minute, Peebles' clearance come present, taken with a nod of thanks, and charming finish by Nigel Boyd. The celebrations comparatively tame to what happened in extra time. Cutting swathes down the right, Ballymena could have sealed it, but Barry Patton was foiled by the post. Persistent work again from Boyd provided substitute Kieran Feehan with an even more clear-cut opportunity, but we're all glad he missed. And here's exactly why. Feehan collecting the golden goal and engaging in the celebrations to match. I love Frankie's bar, the scrawl on the t-shirt said. Keep this up and our Frank could well be on his way to Hollywood. For now, however, it's the final against his former club, Cliftonville.
It'd be nice to meet up with my old mate Ian McDonald again. We Tommy. Come on, I'll see you in a month again.
And Marty Quinn, a message for him?
Marty Quinn, we're coming at you.
Mark Sideball.
Tomorrow night's County Antrim Shield final against Cliftonville with victory over Carrick. That despite going a goal down early on. New signing Mark Kaki, the scorer. United though quickly drew level. Barry Patton tying the scores with his 9th of the season. And Ballymena made it 14 wins from 18 matches when new signing Philip Nell scored his first goal for the club. United's win stretched their lead at the top to 10 points, and they'll fancy their cup final chances tomorrow against Premier Division strugglers Cliftonville.
Mina go marching on. Ballyclare contained them in the opening half before Philip Nail's deflected shot broke the stalemate. Nail turned provider for Desi Lockery's 13th of the season, and Kieran Feehan completed the scoring to take Ballymena one step closer to the First Division title, particularly as
Their problems were up front. But this year, Ballymena got the combination just right. They conceded just 13 goals, 7 better than any other team in both divisions, and they scored the most as well, 40 in total. Kieran Feehan's strike on Saturday at Distillery sealed the 3 points and the Division 1 league title. Reward for manager Alan Fraser, whose side lost just 4 games on their way to success. The celebrations complete with 5 games remaining. The silverware will be presented at the showgrounds tomorrow night.
Well, with me now is the winning manager, Alan Fraser. How does it feel to be promoted to the Premier League so early on as well?
Very nice, Stephen. Certainly it means we can relax a little bit, but relax enough to still produce on the field of play and be professional right at the end of the season.
Now, promotion is sorted out. One thing that's not sorted out just yet is your contract. It's been up for a couple of weeks. What's the current state of play there?
Well, maybe it's a situation where I'm out of contract or a verbal agreement as such, but the situation is that I'm quite confident that something can be worked out within the next few days, and certainly with clinching the championship, it probably puts me in a stronger position.
A super achievement. As I said in the report there, up front this season, Desi Lockery and Kieran Fane have been great for you. Scored 40 goals, more than anybody else in the league.
Yeah, certainly up front we've been, last year was our weak point. We didn't score the goals we should have scored and killed teams off, but this year it's been a good team effort in every department. Defensively we've been strong, and certainly we've scored goals at important times.
Yeah, it's just 13 conceded at the back. That's obviously another pleasing aspect for you.
Yeah, the back four has been our strong point, and you know, Robbie Beck has won goalkeeper of the month 2 times or twice, and really it's been a team effort from the back out, and we're pleased that it has worked out for us.
Do you feel now that you have a squad that can be successful in the Premier Division?
Well, as a manager, you can never be satisfied with what you have. You always like to try and build, and there's certainly better players out there that maybe I can try and entice to Ballymena, and it's a situation we'll just have to wait and see, Stephen. Do
you think you can emulate what Coleraine have done so far this season, straight up from the First Division?
Well, we're going up there and with nothing to fear. I think I've seen a lot of Premier clubs, and we're quite happy with what we have.
Okay, well done. Enjoy the rest of your season. Shouldn't be too hard for you, I wouldn't have thought.
Ballymena were presented with the First Division trophy before the game at the showgrounds, and the celebrations didn't affect their performance as they cruised to an easy win against Newry. Desi Lockery's knack for being in the right place at the right time put them in front. It looked like Davy White's equaliser a minute later was going to spoil the party. Ballymena weren't to be denied, and Lockery, probably their best player this season, got a second to make it 3 goals in 5 minutes. Things calmed down a little after that, until Kieran Fane put the seal on a champion's performance by the First Division champions. Behind Ballymena, the race is on for...
Well, particularly since the game had to be switched from the showgrounds, and them getting a win's excellent. And they'll be hoping to emulate what Coleraine did last year, come out of the blocks, a little bit unknown quantity, and that the rest of the Premier League teams haven't played them. So I would expect Ballymena to be there. In fact, we play them on Saturday, so that'll be a good test for us and for them.
You won't be hoping to see any celebrations like this, and I think Barry Patton enjoyed himself.
Well, I think Big Barry might want to keep his shirt on now in future. The weather's good at the moment, but celebrating that around Christmas time mightn't be well recommended.
Now finally, Glenavon.
This was a match Coleraine goalkeeper Wes Lamont will want to forget. Controversial moment number 1 came after just 8 minutes. Lamont booked for handball, or was it a foul? No one was quite sure. Yellow card it was, though perhaps it should have been either red or nothing at all. Things didn't get any better for the big keeper against his hometown club, as United scored the 1 and decisive goal of the match. Declan McCreevy got it, his 2nd goal for United in a week. It was from the same kind of corner routine that Coleraine almost equalised early in the second half. Somehow the ball stayed out not once, but twice, as the United defence stood firm, as it had all night. Coleraine did have the ball in the net soon after, but the goal was ruled out for a clear handball. Colerane's night of frustration was compounded on 70 minutes, as Lamont got his marching orders for a 2nd bookable offence after flooring Desi Lockery. The Northern Ireland B international didn't have to wait to be shown the red card. He knew he was off, and off he went, to a hero's reception from the visiting fans. That wasn't the end of the drama. Captain and midfielder Pat McAllister went in goals and gave his side hope by saving Barry Patton's penalty. 1-0 it finished though at the end of a terrific match. United top of the league, and no one at the showgrounds is quite sure the last time that happened.
Voted, of course, but going great guns. They started with a 2-0 win at Cliftonville on the opening day of the season, and they haven't looked back, with victories over Coleraine and Glenavon, the 1 defeat coming at the hands of champions Crusaders.
And with me now, blended victory for you coming back after that.
Yes, well, I mean, we